You already know who the fuck it is. Like, it's the truth. But I'm Lord Progress, embodiment of truth, emperor of the Krishonian. Now, the Bible, the 4400, could be me, the leader of this, or could be somebody else. The coulds. You know, the best thing about being enlightened is that you always know what you need to know when you need to know it. Sounds crazy, right? But this crazy guy is going to tell you the truth. You know?
You put the book bag in your hand.
Like, this is the purpose. The purpose of life is to enlighten yourself so we can light up the universe. So the universe can be in perfect harmony, because it's not in perfect harmony. Especially when you got people killing each other for money, or you got other people who are just enslaved by the pleasures of the reptile, you know. You know, we got some redhead, green-eyed person at the top of all this. You know, this meditation, I just ask myself who's at the top of this. I just see this woman who has red hair and green eyes. So now we got her face. I'm not saying go around and attack everybody with red hair and green eyes. No, we don't attack nobody. So when you enlighten, you are mature. You know that there is no need for violence. You can smile and the true key to enlightenment, all these emotions, you don't need them. That's why they're all on your TV. That's why the news scare the shit out of you. Why? Because your chakra, your instinct chakra, your survival chakra, your red chakra is blocked by fear. Ask any shaman, ask any reishi master, what blocks that? What blocks the start of everything? Fear. False evidence appearing real. Let fuck all the emotions, fuck everything. Then when you say fuck everything, you gotta really say, you gotta think of everything that you love. Bring it in close to you. Hold it hold it so close that you feel yourself holding it in your arms as you meditate. And then let it go. That's how you enlighten yourself. Is that perfect? But you gotta be clean. You know, it's gonna be the same message because it's the truth. It's gonna be the same message all the time. So if you're tired of watching me, just go enlighten yourself and you won't need to watch me. See that? The issue with people right now, they want everything to go on forever. No. Enlightenment, yes. But this life, like greed, emotions, like you got the stick and then you got the snake. You gotta get them in harmony, baby. Now, Emperor Krishonian. I said, I'm also running for president. But why would this fat, crazy guy run for president? Because you dumb motherfuckers are enslaved. And we're not talking to you. We're talking to the people who have common sense, the people who got away from the fluoridation, the people who actually care about the water that their children drink. All right? And that's why you're watching it, because you're one of those people. And I am running for president, and this is why. What we're going to do, the first action is we're going to throw the Congress out. We're going to pull down our pants, and we're going to piss on all the Congress. We're going to make America a monarchy again. Oh, you just want to rule, don't you? No, I want to do the right thing. I want to push the world in the path of enlightenment. Would you become president and then become emperor and then push the whole world in the path of enlightenment, or would you try to become emperor and then dominate everything? Like, they spoke about us. They spoke about me. I see myself in the Bible, but it's not that time yet. No, I'm not Jesus, and no, I'm not the Antichrist. And they're going to push you that. You know, it's everybody who come in front of you, and they're enlightened. They're demonic. There's a demon. Demons. That's why the English language was given to the English people to keep them ignorant. But one thing is simplify. When you know what simple is, simple things are beauty. Look how simple the golden ratio is. Look how simple it is. Simple things are so beautiful. Now, English, very simple language, right? That's why it's so literal. So literal. Demons, like if I was a dirty motherfucker, like you can get enlightened and you see like you look at any Horus, why he had slaves, Horus got enlightened, but he took more of the snake. When you get enlightened, you could take the snake and then you could take anything else. Well, it's not anything else, it's the stick, it's the light, it's the true light. Now, the snake wants slaves. The snake is weak. The snake needs people to look down on. It's a reptile. A reptile needs things to eat. The light is just light. It needs to be in the corner. It shines down and illuminate everything. And it doesn't even care about nothing. You want to be that light? You want to live carefree? Or do you want to be the snake who have to care about everything? Right now, you're already the snake. If you're enslaved, you're the snake. Snakes. Reptilian part of your brain. This is the science. Golden ratio everywhere. Hear this? Jaden Smith is truly enlightened. Like everything that comes across, just Jaden Smith, Jaden Smith, Jaden Smith. Be like me, you can't touch him. If you have that lemon, you need to eat a lemon. Then these demons are just, I could put a demon out there right now if I wanted to. That's an evil demand. That's your energy. You got so much in you. Like, I'm about to get upset because they told you was a sinner and you just, I'm a sinner, oh my God, I can't do that. Oh, I'm a fucking sinner. This is the reptile in me, like, it gets upset because like we got people, like, almost said something reptilian. Like the reptile in me was finished come, oh, we got people that this and got that. No, everything is the same, baby. Everything is the light. You got reptile in you. That's that part of you that's always negative. What does snake do? It's always curl up ready to fucking strike. Like, see them hands? No, they don't fuck with me. And then I know how to use this shit, man. Why do y'all choose enslavement over enlightenment? That's today's question. I don't know why, but I do. I hate that. I hate saying I don't know something and then the answer pops in my head. Enlightenment is not a path for the weak. There are people on this planet who are workers, you know? But you workers deserve the best. Like, I'm an emperor. I'm gonna bow to my worker. I'm gonna bow to you before you bow to, because if you make my fucking empire. Like, what's wrong with you people? Like, the 1% is pulling down his fucking pants, pissing on you. And you make 99% of his empire. And you just lay over and take it. Like, what is wrong with you people? They're the 1%. That means there's 99% of other motherfuckers struggling who can't come together and do what the fuck they need to do. Because they're too busy believing. And the purpose of believing is to find physical evidence. But you gotta wait to die for your evidence. Yo, if you was Christian, if you in any religion, you wait for somebody to save you, the purpose of your life is to be a victim. Sorry, you're a fucking victim. You're a little snake in the corner, curled up. You're waiting for the zookeeper to come in and feed your dumb ass. Oh, you don't like the truth? All in your fucking face, bitch. You've been here before, and you are greater than what you are. Remember that.
We have some devastating news to report on about the FDA. Quote, researchers at NYU sifted through data compiled between 1998 and 2003 and identified 57 clinical trials that received the highest level of violations for reasons that included poor record keeping, false information, failure to disclose adverse effects, and poor patient safety. They say only 3 of the 78 studies analyzed in the study noted the infractions. So in layman's terms, what they're saying is they found 57 bogus studies, but the FDA only recognized 3 of them as bogus. So this is a huge problem. What that means is the FDA is not doing their job. So they say the following, quote, in one case of research misconduct, a report stated that all patients saw improvements in their condition when, in fact, one person had a foot amputation less than 2 weeks after treatment. In another case, the final report didn't disclose that the FDA found an entire clinical trial to be unreliable. The NYU study also highlighted an instance of research misconduct that led to a patient's death. So, again, to put it as simply as possible, this means the FDA is just not doing their job effectively. They're not really looking out for all the negative and adverse side effects with new drug treatments. And that's a problem because they might as well not exist if they're going to act like that, right? But here's the thing. We know why this happened and how to fix it. Quote, this issue is not new to the FDA, an agency that has long enjoyed a profitable relationship with pharmaceutical companies. The passage of the Prescription User Drug-Free Act in 1992 sped up the drug approval process using fees collected from big pharma companies. There you have it. So what's the problem? The problem is in 1992, we decided we're not going to fund the FDA with tax dollars and keep them objective and independent and representing the American people and looking out for their goodwill. No, we're going to mandate that the FDA gets funded in large part by the drug companies themselves. So now the people who are supposed to be regulating the drug companies are funded by the drug companies, which sets up a massive conflict of interest, which means that oftentimes you're going to look the other way as they put out questionable products, and in many cases just flat out bad products. So that's the problem. The problem is corruption. The problem is money in politics. The problem is we legalized a massive conflict of interest, and now the FDA isn't doing the job that they're supposed to be doing. So we have to fix this. We have to get to the root of the problem, and the root of the problem is that Big Pharma is funding the FDA. Get rid of that, fully fund it with tax dollars, bring in new independent people who will look out for the American people, and then the FDA will go right back to doing their job the way that they're supposed to do their job. But this is devastating, man. This is horrendous. And this is why people, look, one of the reasons why this really gets under my skin is that this is one of the main reasons why a lot of people are now skeptical of all of modern medicine. Like, they don't realize how much they're fucking themselves and how much they're screwing over everybody, because this leads to smart people like Bill Maher all of a sudden becoming anti-vaxxers, where he thinks, Big Pharma has such a stranglehold on the government that they're willing to push out fake vaccines that, hurt you or don't help you or whatever the case is. Smart people get convinced that vaccines don't work and other treatments that do work don't work because they read stuff like this and they just do the broad generalized thinking, and they go, well, if this is the case, what else are they lying to me about? You're breeding hatred, and you're breeding skepticism and unhealthy skepticism that goes too far. So we need to fix this issue, and we need to bring confidence back to the medical establishment, because by and large as an institution, the medical establishment is one of the more noble that's out there. You always have examples of stuff like this and corruption and massive problems, but at the same time, by and large, they're looking out for you more than other people are looking out for you, the medical establishment, even though we hate the insurance companies, we hate the pharmaceutical companies, we hate the for-profit aspect of it. But the doctors themselves are usually decent people, and they actually care about empiricism. So we need to fix the systemic issues, because the systemic issues like this are the biggest problem.
Yeah. You're all I need. You're all I need. You're all I need. Oh, yes, indeed. Funny thing about life is I forget it when I write these. All right. The fallen society. There will be no more YouTube. YouTube is the way to the proof. And then once you get the proof, you start believing in enlightenment. And then once you start letting your emotion go, you feel it. Oh, I feel everything inside you start to move and change. And there will be your personal, physical evidence of the truth. Now, You have consequences because you've been enslaved. You have consequences. You've been a part of the fallen society for thousands of years. We're all on a replay. We're all on a replay. We're all the same people. We're unity. Unity is God and God is unity. What proves this is the golden ratio. The golden ratio pops up wherever unity is. Where something so beautifully elegant meets together, it forms the golden ratio. The golden ratio can be known as a spiral, with some artists who paint beautiful pictures called the Fibonacci sequence. Fibonacci was quite an elegant man. Now, the truth is so beautiful and it comes at us. Fallen society, they fall in society because they fall to religion. How do you fall to religion, you might ask? How can I fall to religion? Oh my God, you fall to religion like this, you fucking sinner. You're no good, you're a sinner. You're a dirty damn downstairs, my parents said I was a sinner, they were sinners, so I'm a sinner too. Fluoridation, which is the root problem of all this. Once we root that fluoridation up out of that, and we start putting tryptophan in the water, light doses of it. Tryptophan makes you happy, It'll be voted by the people, real votes. You have to put your name by your votes. We would call these responsible votes. See, when you're responsible, when you're dealing with truth, you have to be responsible for shit. And when you have to be responsible for things, you have to put your name beside it. You have to give it a label, and that's what ties us to this world, the labels. Like, somebody would tell me this is alcohol and I'm a child, you tell me it's alcohol and I'm going to give it the label, then I'm going to make alcohol responsible for burning a cut when I pour it on it. But that's what everything around me tells me. We're all connected. Just because you tell somebody else something, you told the other person that same thing. We're all the same. The golden ratio will come back. Like, when I get upset and I was like, people are not watching me, oh my God. Oh, gotta let it go, baby. The truth is out there and it's gonna find you. And they can find you like this, or you can't let that shit motherfucking find you. It can find you like that, like this. Yeah. But funny thing about life is, I forget it do not oppose. Somebody needed to see that. Oh, you're trying to put something on me through a video. Using your enlightenment, which you started using it. You got greed, man. You digress. Like, the people, the FDA, the Pope, these people are tough. Those against humanity. The Pope keep you enslaved to religion. So that's what makes the fallen society fall. Religion, They got that main Catholic thing going on. And boom. Hey, guess what? Oh my God. Look at that religion. That religion was where we're going to have our own religion. We're all a part of the same unity, the same net, the same energy. Link waves. Akumanishi, death to the devil. But death is who you make it. The devil is who you make it. I make mistakes. We all make mistakes. That's what they're doing. Like, I love being connected to this because, right now I know what my enemies are doing against me. Like, I could tell you, it's going to sound crazy, but if you've really been following me, shit that sounds crazy really is crazy. And now that you know that the truth is way more crazy, the truth is ludicrous, the truth is love, the truth is unity. Unity, love, ludicrous. Put these three things together, what do you get? You get the fallen society. But we gotta take out the ludicrous. See, the truth can be hurtful. It can cause ludicrous. It can make us insane through our emotions. But you have to throw your emotions to the wind. You have to throw your emotions to the wind. This is my final YouTube video. Look here. Look at all my imperfections. Look at the dirty shirt. Get yourself attached to this world so you can never be enlightened. That's sarcasm. Oh, you like that? I like it. I love you. You love me. We love each other. You gotta look inside. Found out what a frackle is. It's a thumbprint of God. You know, frackle scientists 1984, between 1984 they found the frackle. Frackles in 1984 was science. This must be the thumbprint of God because it's in everything. But before those microscopes and scientists had this in 1984, Buddhists and shamans, everyone who looked inside themselves, already painted this image of what they call a frackle everywhere. It was a pro-Buddha symbol already. People were looking inside themselves. Buddhism is not about pleasuring yourself. You've been infiltrated. Buddhism is about looking inside yourself. It's not about finding the best pleasure. It's about finding the inner you, the best you. Enlightenment is the path to harmony for all. For all. Unity breeds progress. We can do this. The emperor is here. Like, I gotta take the 4400 with me other places. In this world, we're gonna leave this world in such a great state. Like, okay, the first thing we're gonna do, like the banks. The banks are making imaginary money, put people in debt. We're gonna take all that shit from the bank, take their money and everything gold. We're gonna take all the paper off the market, and everybody's gonna have gold and diamond coins. Yes. The more emeralds in your coin, the more the coin is worth. The coin is exactly worth what it's worth. You're gonna have real money. People need to work. We need to polish our trophy. This world is a trophy. We live in this world. This world is a trophy. But you have a whole house that you can't even look inside because you're too busy looking at the trophy. You're like, trophy? What did I mean trophy? This world is a trophy. Inside you is your true place, your universe. That's where you need to be. That's where you also need to see it. You need to know that it's there. Like, now if you look at any trophy, around any trophy you would see a reef. This reef represents your emotions. The emotions represent the part of your brain that haven't evolved yet. And you look, and this is, people, they don't want to hear the truth. And like the truth will always manifest itself. So if you fight the truth will still be the truth. It will always be the truth. Like, people don't want to, the fallen society have fallen to religion. Number one, if you're religious, you got to wait for a God to come save you, right? So your purpose in life is now to be a victim. I'm waiting for Jesus to save me. I'm a sinner. I got to wait for Jesus. Oh my God, I got to wait for, I got to wait for Jesus, man. So I can't really do what you can. So, hey. Welcome to religion. Or you waiting for Allah? Who you waiting for? If you are in a religion, your purpose in life is to be a victim. So you should drink fluoridated water. You're a victim. Somebody should poison you. That's your purpose in life. You made your purpose in life to be a victim. It's common sense. Now, so, since you're a victim, you gotta wait, and you believe that Jesus is coming. Jesus, that's Christianity. Since that's like the main symptom of ignorance in America, because ignorance itself is a whole disease. And you got these symptoms like religious people, sexuality, like really, you can fuck whoever you wanna fuck. Emotions are irrelevant. We think about emotions too much. Emotions are irrelevant. How you look and how you feel, how your trophy look and how your trophy feels is irrelevant. Once you notice that, you will, oh my God, like you will feel it, just like you start to feel your brain start to connect. Like this shit is truth, and there's a part of your brain that when this part of your brain has not evolved yet, this is how they keep you. That part of your brain is closed. They throw fluoride on top of that. Then they throw all these foods up. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. They throw all the poison disguised as food because you're in religion now. You're a victim. This is the fallen society. This is what the fallen society is. You are a victim. All right? You're a servant of God. You're a slave too. So now you got to work extra hard. You got to work for everything you get. You know what I'm saying? You got to work for everything you get because you are a servant, you know? What's another nice word for servant? Slave. Now, the two duality, enslavement, enlightenment. See that? Duality, enslavement or enlightenment. Enslavement, fallen society. You say FDA. FDA is a part of TUT2, those against harmony. But really, it's Big Pharma, anybody, like St. Jude, all these places where they like really promote cancer is tough. And we're gonna shut all that shit down. We're gonna take all their funding. We're gonna find them $900 million, put that aside, that $900 million, they be making billions. We're gonna put that money on what we call the Enlightened Fund. The Enlightened Fund is gonna get every American out of debt. Every fallen, we're gonna help them rise. Like we gotta get them out of this fallen society. Now, how the FDA helps you fall? FDA helps you fall to death. FDA tell you that you're old, you're young, all these fucking illusions. Your age is not about your age. Your age is a fucking illusion. It's what you put in your body. Like common sense would register, because I don't see how people could be around certain people who eat right, and then I wonder how they live better than me. Are they putting the right thing in your body? Depression. Why they push depression on you so much? Depression is separation all in its own. And then they give you a pill that might help you kill yourself. Yeah, I said it right. It might help you kill yourself, but that's what they're trying to do. They enslave you so you can die, so you can come back and get a whole nother body and do the same thing again. That's kind of like what it is. But what the truth really is that until you enlighten yourself, you're going to play the same thing over and over and over again. You are on repeat. There is no heaven, there is no hell. This is the truth. They're not recycling you. You're recycling yourself. So, enjoy it, because I enjoy it. Just know, I'm going to be here for a while. And you're going to watch me become something. Like, we got this shitty past. If you got a shitty past, you can't help but have a clean future. The worse your past is, the better your future. And like, they're about to push this bullshit on us, that East Coast, West Coast, that South, West, North, they're trying to separate us again right now using Lil Yachty and Uncle Murder. But unity breeds progress. So it's not going to work. And it is time for truth. The golden ratio is flowing. And it's flowing. And it's flowing. Golden ratio can explain everything to a certain degree. Everything. You think I'm lying? Put me to the motherfucking test, baby. Like, you want some physical evidence that I'm really the fucking emperor? Put me to the test. Like, let's go, baby.
They're going to remove from the marketplace all of the new dietary ingredients that were introduced after October 15th, 1994.
They've also tried to institute maximum dose levels so that dietary supplements sold above a certain dose level can only be available by prescription.
The FDA uses its power to censor and disallow truthful claims about the value of nutritional supplements.
The dietary supplement industry is under siege by the FDA. Drug lobbyists do not want the American public to have access to low-cost, totally safe nutritional supplements that compete with pharmaceuticals.
The FDA uses Gestapo-like tactics when it decides to take action against a dietary supplement company or a food company.
We have 100,000 armed federal agents, many of them working for the Food and Drug Administration, and we see that those agents are engaging in behaviors that are reprehensible.
They started walking around, they drew their guns, and I'm like,
Why are you drawing gun?
The raid on Rossum involved no less than 5 government agencies. In the past 3 years, there have been at least 8 government raids across the U.S. involving raw dairy.
The U.S. Food Safety and Modernization Act would give the FDA more money to hire agents and begin arresting small organic gardeners, raw dairy farmers, people who provide food to local farmers markets.
Are we going to be forced to consume GMOs and chemically laced food and milk with recombinant bovine growth hormone? Are we going